What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not EGREGIOUS? Don't get your fucking
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Peace, peace, peace. A wonderful day, wonderful week. Today is Tuesday. We at the beginning, baby. We got a little while to go, but I had a good weekend. And I hope you all did too. Now I'm not gonna be up here for long. I gotta I'm not gonna try to speed. I feel like I sped a little bit on my last one. But the timing, but I just wanted, I don't feel like I'd have wasted the damn. I'm like, even if I can go live for 45 minutes, let me just get in there. So yeah, I'm not gonna be here for too long because I've actually got a live with Afro at 8:30, maybe like 8:35. We'll see if we push that. But I want to talk about a couple things before I get up on there. Shout out to the TikTok family. You slide on over there around when it's time, okay? So yeah, but for right now, we got a couple things to get into. Let me go quick. First of all, I seen Him yesterday. The movie Him. I don't know if y'all seen that yet. I feel like it's been out for like 2 weeks now. I don't really feel like it's any spoilers. I feel like, even when I went to go see it, I kind of had watched a couple reviews already. But that's all right. Maybe I'll do a separate video on it. But I give it like a 6 out of 10. I give it like a 6 out of 10. That's something I will watch again for sure. But it wasn't really, I don't think they tied everything together well enough. And I wish Marlon wasn't doing that gay shit. He was getting on my fucking nerves. It was just unnecessary. The couple little gay things. They be doing too much. Them Wayne brothers, they be funny as hell, but they be pushing the damn line too much. So that shit, it kind of just took me out. I feel like his performance would have been better if he put that in there. It's just unnecessary. I did like Tariq Withers, the YT/FBA boy. I actually did like his performance. I think they could have gave him more, did a little more with the script, to be honest, but I did like what he did. So from what he had. And I like the ending. The ending gave me Jordan Peele. Now the movie is not Jordan Peele's movie, but it's under Jordan Peele's production. I think that's the main thing that gave Jordan Peele was that ending. That honestly, the ending might be why Jordan Peele even picked the damn movie up. And that's if he didn't have a hand in creating the ending himself. But I think, the ending is what really kind of puts the kind of like it's like makes you want to walk out the movie like, okay, that shit wasn't that bad. That was cool. Honestly, if the ending wasn't like that, I probably would have gave it like a 5. Like it was cool. Like it was just like a mid. It's watchable, but it's not. They kind of fumbled the ball a little bit, honestly, because it had a lot of potential, but it was just not put together, and that's probably because it didn't have an FBA director. I think that probably had a big part to do with it. And also I just think they was just missing a few. It was just some plot holes. They could have did a little better. Pause on morning. Exactly. Pause. Egregious. So yeah, but I give it like a 6 out of 10. I think that's how I feel. Maybe I'll do another review or like do like a review for TikTok, a short video. But I feel like I want to watch it again if I do another review because it was cool. It was watchable. I'm gonna say that it kept my attention the whole time. It was a cool little storyline, but they could have put it together a little better. I'm not gonna lie. It was cool though. All right, let me get into some other things. We ain't got that much time. Yeah, we already 7 minutes in. God, it's 8:07. God, technically I'm only 3 minutes in. Afro, if you watching this, I'm only 3 minutes in. Technically, 6, 7. Whatever. We're gonna keep going. So look, y'all know Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are going back and forth right now. Nicki Minaj, they've been going back and forth. They've been having a little beef for a while. Now, honestly, let me just get this out of the way. I've been saying this for the longest. I don't know how the hell they got beef. Cardi is nowhere near Nicki on any sort of level outside of maybe sponsorships because she got hella sponsors. But when it comes to rapping, the skills needed to be a rapper, Cardi is not a rapper. She's an entertainer who was given good music to rap. That's it. She is not I don't know where this idea that they could actually compare, like you cannot compare Nicki Minaj to Cardi B. It's like it's uncomparable. She's not a real rapper. Like you could literally, honestly, you were better off comparing Lotto to Nicki Minaj. And Lotto just came out 4-5 years ago. You're better off comparing her to than fucking Cardi. Cardi B got one damn album. Again, she's an entertainer. She don't write none of her shit. The shit that she does have written for her ain't even seeing Nicki Minaj music. Baby, we're not doing this. Okay, so I don't even know how this whole narrative, I think that was a disrespect towards him. That might have been, Nicki is exposing the machine. So that could have been, I think that was some sabotage on there and trying to pin them against each other because it was really nobody for her to be pinned against. Nobody is seeing Nicki Minaj. Nobody is seeing Nicki Minaj. Like, and she's non-FBA, and I gotta say, nobody's seeing her. They nobody has seen her in 10 years. So I'm just saying, since she's been out, so she's the best fucking female rapper we have. It just is what it is. All right. Now, here's my thing. I wanted to pull up this video because this comedian right here made a very good point. And this is why I really didn't speak on it, because it really doesn't matter. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie, I was a bar for a long time. The little girl in me still kind of is. I've been rocking with Nicki Minaj since I was a kid. I'm just saying. Nicki Minaj has done a lot of problematic things, has done some anti-black American things as well. So we have to keep that in mind. But when it comes to music, I'm just gonna keep it a bean. The girl the best. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a fucking man. But here's why I didn't speak on it, because although she's also non-FBA. So is Cardi. Cardi is not only non-FBA, she's not even a black woman. And I don't know why people are going around talking about, y'all ain't never seen a white Latina before. Y'all ain't never seen a white T Latina. She's not black. That's the point. Her abuela ain't black. Her grandmother, her parents ain't raised her to be black. They raised her to think that she's a Dominican and really identify as white T. What are we talking about? Even if they're not white T, that woman is not a black woman. She is not going home to her parents and her mother identifies as a black woman. It's not happening. Same thing with her father. She's not black. She been out here saying nigga and all types of exploiting the culture and trying to misrepresent FBAs by trying to tether on us. She's not even black. And she's not FBA. So that don't got nothing to do with this. I'm gonna let this sister, I thought this was, I had to pull this up because this sister is a comedian. And I honestly, I'm not even, like, the skits that she had, I'm not even the biggest fan of. I'm gonna be real. I've seen her content before. It's just not my niche, you know, the type of comedy she does. But when I seen this, I've never seen her talk about anything like political or any like social issues, anything pertaining to foundational Black Americans. I wasn't even sure if she was a foundational Black American, to be honest, but she is. She made a good point. Baby, this ain't got nothing to do with us. Let me let her say it.
Be are verbally sparring in the pits of hell like it's a gladiator match. And I just wanted to point out that neither one of these women are Black. Black Americans have been getting blamed for a lot lately. And when I say Black, I mean all skin folk are not kinfolk. Black is a term coined by Black Americans. We went from indigenous people, because secret be told, Black people were in America pre-Christopher Columbus. That's another video for another day.
And it ain't no damn secret.
3/5 of human, slaves, ER, Negro, colored, to James Brown. I'm Black and I'm proud. I like to point out that
she skipped African American, but yeah.
Minaj was born in Trinidad. Cardi B is a second generation immigrant. One of her parents is from Dominican Republic, while the other is from Trinidad as well. And remember, in the famous words of all my Dominican people, I know Black Poppy. I thought I would make this video to get some of the heat up off of Black Americans, because they really was down in hell with Lil Nas X. Okay? Cardi B said Nicki Minaj's son was slow. Nicki Minaj said that Cardi B's kids was monkeys and roaches. And as a Black American, we want no parts of that.
We don't even talk like that.
This is
and let me stop it right there. We don't even talk like that. We don't get to going on niggas' kids. That's why I'm like, that shit ain't really got nothing to do. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I said, the little girl in me is still a bar. The little girl in me, I honestly would probably still go to a Nicki concert. Shoot me. Honestly, I would. Because the bitch got hella songs that I love. She got songs from my childhood that I've never seen before in person. I would just do it off the strength from the little girl in me. I ain't gonna lie. But here's the thing. Even if Nicki gets Cardi canceled or Cardi gets Nicki canceled, if they end up whooping each other ass, if they end up offing each other, guess what? All that does is leave room for a Black American, rightfully, leave room for a Black American, foundational Black American female artist to step up and take the spot. That's what should have been. Now, I said, ain't nobody seen Nicki in 10 years. That's a damn shame. That's crazy that nobody has seen Nicki. And I know we got Black Americans, baby. Nicki is from Trinidad. I know for a fact we got harder female rappers here from New York. FBA is from New York. I know for a fact we got better rappers here that can outdo Nicki. So honestly, it's like look, the barb in me is like, Nicki, I want to, but the B1 in me, the pro-Black in me, was like, damn, I think it's time for Mona Leo. Yeah. You know what? Let's see what some of these FBA sisters is talking about. Because honestly, Nicki, bitch, you done had the spotlight for too long. Let's just keep it a bean. You done had a spotlight by yourself for too long. Okay, Cardi B was given a spotlight for herself for too damn long. It's time to switch it up. It's time for both of y'all to get to the back, because foundational Black Americans should be at the face of hip-hop any fucking way. Both of y'all are misrepresenting hip-hop. Both of y'all are misrepresenting female hip-hop artists. Both of y'all are misrepresenting FBAs. And both of y'all are tethering off our shit. And both of y'all got anti-Black vitriol. So it's like, it's like, damn. Like, again, the little girl in me who's a barber is like, damn, Nicki, But I'm like, man, this is a beautiful thing. Honestly, it's a beautiful thing. We letting the two biggest non-FBA tethers knock each other the fuck out. Let it happen. I say let it happen. Whoever win. If they both lose, they both lose. But what I'm saying is, nigga, we come out on top regardless. We benefit from their downfall regardless. Because neither one are good representations, or not even good. They're not even representations of us. They are representations of what people cosplay as us. So shout out to the sister. We got to move on. Shout out to the sister though. She's on point. That's why I didn't speak when I'm like, damn, Nicki, again, because I don't think it's a real beef. Cardi, you can't beef with a bitch that you don't compare to. You're not, that's like, what's her name? Let me see. And I don't want to give too much credit to Nicki. I don't want to compare it to one of what you call it, but just a better, that's like NLE, not NLE Chop. I think somebody that's a worse rapper. Who's a worse rapper? A male. I can't even think of a male rapper who got a ghost rap. Drake. At least Drake been out. He actually got a few. I can't even compare it to nobody. I don't even know if any male artist to compare Cardi B to. I can't think of nobody that bad. I can't think of nobody that talentless. Like, even Drake got a little talent. The nigga he been cosplaying for fucking 10 plus years. He got a little talent. He been doing something. This bitch, she only had one album. Drake at least got like 15 albums. I'm like, damn. I mean, a lot of that music he ain't right, but at least the nigga he definitely got 20,000 plus hours in the studio. He got some skills. You have to have some sort of skills to be in the studio that long. So he's just not that good. But he's better than Cardi B. I can't even think of nobody that bad. So it's like, to compare this puny person to a giant, like Nicki has been out for too long. She got too many albums. She got too many songs. She got too many classics. She got too many hits. She got too many verses. She got too many. Cardi's not seeing that. So I just didn't take the shit seriously. I was like, honestly, it's a bad look for the kids. You know, I seen her post culture and talk about culture, and I get what Nicki was doing on the flip side, because Nicki is saying that Cardi been doing that, what she was doing for years and beginning with it, which is true, because Cardi's track record is crazy. She got so much shit on her jacket. I'm like, I forgot about that. I forgot that happened. It's so much shit on Cardi jacket. I don't even know how. The only way that she's still around is because she's a puppet. She's being played with in the industry. She has handlers. She's, so yeah, that's why she's still around. Because the shit that she did, I'm like, that should have been canceled. She should have been canceled, like real live. But she's not, because she's a puppet. She won't be canceled anyway. So yeah, like I said, that ain't got nothing to do with FBA. Shout out to Mona Leo. We on the Sulon trap wave anyway. So we not even pressed about no damn Nicki or Cardi. It's like, it is what it is. Whatever happened over there is what happened over there. I'm worried about the next big Black American, actual foundational Black American artist, because we ain't had one since Lil' Kim. Honestly, we had one as big as Nicki since Lil' Kim, and that's a goddamn shame. It's a shame. Or maybe Megan Thee Stallion. But you see what the fuck happened to Megan? I'm just saying, we need another FBA artist. So yeah, ASAP. Let me move on. Do I want to do this next though? I don't know. I might have time. Let me come back to that. Let me go here first. I'll go back to that if I got time. Now, look at this right here. Hold up. Where we at with it? So apparently there's been some speak online, a lot of chatter online, some misinformation being spread. Okay. About Trey Reed. Now, y'all know I talked about Trey Reed. I think I talked about him recently though. Maybe not my last live, but definitely recently in one of my lives. And this brother was found unalived in a tree, on a college campus, and they tried to say, of course, that this was it was voluntary, and the usual. They didn't want to. It was no suspects, nothing suspicious, whatever. So of course, any black person in America would, any foundational Black American, seen that, heard that, it was like, something's off. Like, the antennas just went off. The ancestors was like, hell to the nah. So we've been saying for a minute that obviously there needs to be some sort of second opinion that needs to examine that brother, because we don't do that type of shit. All right, we talked about this in our life. We don't do that type of stuff. So we already knew most black people was on the wave like something. There has to be a second autopsy. Recently, there's been information, like people have been going around. I don't know who started this. This might be some confusion spread by the white supremacists. Who knows? But there's been misinformation being spread that the second autopsy already happened, and it revealed a different result. Okay, other than it being self-inflicted, which is untrue. Okay, because I believed it too at first until I looked at. I just happened to Google. I was like, let me see if I can find an actual report on this, and I couldn't find reports except for these. So yeah, let me just read a little bit, but not too much. Rumors about his death quickly spread online, with some incorrectly connecting his case to another man, Corey Zuckatis. I think have I heard of him? I'm not sure actually. Who was also found in the same day in Vicksburg. Wow. Police said the unalivings were not related, and Zuckatis, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Death unaliving was ruled a voluntarily. Okay, my bad. I'm talking weird because it's TikTok. Sorry. Let me see. I just want to see. Let me see. On September 18th, the Mississippi State medical examiner said Reed's autopsy results were consistent with unaliving and no foul play. Reed's family, however, still has questions and hired lawyers to conduct a private investigation. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump's team arranged for the Colin Kaepernick's Know Your Rights Camp autopsy initiative. Shout out to that brother. To fund an independent autopsy led by Dr. Matthias I. Okoye of Nebraska. Sound like not a BA. The Crump team said to the Clarion Ledger on October 2nd that the final report hasn't been finalized and no details will be released until it was. So it hasn't been released. The results of the autopsy has not been released. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick though for matter of fact, I want to play this video of Willie D talking about him. I think he's just going to go over similar to what I just said in that video, but let me play it because I said it to myself for a reason, just in case it's something else. But shout out to Kaepernick. I didn't even know he had an initiative to do that. That's such a great idea to start something like that, where you can have an independent agency go and do autopsies for Black people who go through such egregious situations like this for their families. Like, that's a shout out to Colin. That's on code as hell. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. That's all right. But let me play this very quick.
State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, was found hanging from a tree on campus. Local authorities, including the medical examiner, was quick, super quick, to rule his death a suicide. But the family was not buying it. With the help of Colin Kaepernick and his organization, Know Your Rights Camp Autopsy Initiative, I broke the news earlier today with Krista Muhammad of the new Black Panther Party on my Willie D Live channel that the autopsy revealed Trey had a fractured skull in the back of his head. He had contusions. He had bruises on his back and buttocks, meaning that they stomped him, fam. They didn't just bust him in the back of the head and kill him. They stomped him. Now, you got a lot of uncivilized mutts out there who are mad at Colin Kaepernick, even more mad at him because they were mad at him when they first heard the news announced that he would pay for an autopsy. They were saying things like, because the official investigation had already ruled the death a suicide, that Colin Kaepernick should just leave it alone. The critics argued that Colin inserted himself into the case for publicity, suggesting
now see,
that
Willie is saying that that's what happened in the second autopsy. But what I'm saying is I haven't seen no legitimate sources outside of Willie D's video. And he said that he talked to the sister, if I'm not mistaken, the brother Trey Reed's sister. So outside of him, I haven't seen any. That's why I had to start with that, because I haven't seen any legitimate sources saying. I've seen a lot of sources actually saying the opposite, that the joint has not updated yet. It has not been. The official autopsy results has not came out yet. The family hasn't released. So, but if that is true, egregious. Also, what we suspected. So not surprised. Unfortunately, but I can't stamp that. I can't stamp that. I don't want y'all to get that in your head that that's true. Well, that's 100% factual, because that's not what I haven't seen anything to back that up. So I just want to put that out there just in case you know what I'm saying, you catch first bar.
Involvement was an inflammatory move that cast undue suspicion on an official ruling. Now, Why would we have undue suspicion on an official ruling? I mean, our elected officials and law enforcement and all these people, they're so honest. Why would anybody ever doubt them? Yeah, fam. Some of them accuse Colin Kaepernick of paying for the autopsy to stay relevant.
That's insane.
It's Colin.
You know what? Fake activism is. I mean, that is kind of true for some celebrities who want to, grapple for clout. They still trying to find some sort of way clout. They know they're gonna get some sort of positive attention at least from Black people specifically if they do some sort of charity work. But I don't think so. Colin didn't sacrifice his whole goddamn career at this point. No, and especially because he didn't offer to pay for it. He actually has a fund. He actually has an initiative to help help families in general do this. I don't think this was a clout thing. Nah, I ain't gonna put that on
Kaepernick. He's in the history books. He's going to always be relevant, whether you like it or not, you uncivilized mutts. Yeah. See, what they're really mad about, fam, is that they couldn't just sweep that under the rug. Like, you ain't kill another Black, hang another Black. You just sweep it under the rug. What are you poking around for, man? Leave us alone. Go back to the big city. Yeah. They also said that he was just trying to create controversy. Also, they said that he was fueling racial tensions.
Okay, that's just white tea supremacist talk because they don't like Black unity or Black empowerment at all. Okay, in any way, shape, or form. So of course, it's as soon as you get some Black empowerment going on, or you get on code, it's immediately you're causing racial tension. You're just race baiting. You're trying to cause a war. You just want people to hate people. It's always that when you get on code. It's always that when you get with Black people and y'all get productive or do something actually fucking constructive. Then it's y'all just want a race war. Y'all just everything ain't about race. All right, you're projecting. Get the hell about it. Anyways, moving on. Shout out to that brother Kaepernick because he definitely did that. Shout out to him for real. That's all right. We love to see it, but we do. I just want y'all to be careful because these white tea supremacists are definitely trying to manipulate the media. Okay, I mean they control the media. Hello, but they're trying to sabotage the messaging. Okay, so we gotta help families, not only just Trey Reed's, but other families like his. Keep it clear, grassroots. Shout out to the new Black media. Okay, we be one over here. But shout out to all the new Black media because for real, we are important. Like we gotta make it stuff like this. We can't have misinformation going around, even if it is not a positive, but something that is affirming to us. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us still expect for us to know, for us to see something on that second autopsy that proves that brother ain't do it to himself. All of us is kind of on that sort of mindset. So when we see something that affirms that or validates that, it's like, we want to jump on it, but we got to be careful because we want to get justice. Okay. We can't let these YTs trick us into think we got some form of justice and nothing actually happened because they didn't suppress the voice of the family, and now we don't really know what's going on. Or it's too much confusion, too much misinformation. So yeah, just try to keep it clear. That's why I'm not sure if really deep that's 100% correct. If somebody else can give me a valid source in the comments, let me know. Okay. But from what I've seen, I can't validate what that brother is saying. All right. It was a lot of sources that said that the second autopsy had not come out. And that could be the white tea supremacists trying to confuse us even further, to be honest. But all I'm saying is, let's make sure that's valid before we run with any narrative, to be honest. So yeah, but shout out to his family. I pray that Trey Reed definitely does get some justice. Now, what time is it? I'm gonna get up off of here, y'all. Y'all come over to YouTube. I'm gonna be off YouTube for a little bit, but y'all come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. I'm gonna get up off. Let's get up off of here. I'm about to get into some other stuff. I don't feel like altering my language. We've been doing that for too long. I love y'all though. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Staying up on you, some real ones. And thank you for the gifts. I'll see y'all on the next one. B1. Okay, now. Y'all know they just sent ICE to Chicago. Everything between. So yeah, they sent ICE to Chicago. ICE is still out here in DC. Actually, I thought them niggas left. The niggas is still out here. Yeah. So now they're also in Chicago, should I say? And people are damn. You know what? I should have sent that video to myself. I'm so mad I did. It was a video of a Black girl. And she probably was not FBA, honestly, but she was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is so scary. Oh my gosh, they're going to deport Black people." You know, that fear mongering scare tactic that the left, the people on the left have been using since Trump got elected. Oh, we're all going to get deported. Oh, we're all going to go to jail. They're going to attack us. Black people are going to be the number one targets. So yeah, ignorance. But now they're in Chicago, and this is what happened.
I spoke to one woman who actually lives in this building, and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, did I have any warrants? And I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen App video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People were screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all I kept asking. Where's the morality? Where's the human? One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
And they had a big 15-inch chainsaw with a round blade on it, cutting this fence down. We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
The FBI did confirm this morning that they did help the U.S. Border Patrol carry out a targeted immigration enforcement operation in this area, and they say they have been supporting these efforts at the direction of the U.S. Attorney General.
Yeah, so they went out there and held up a bunch of innocent Foundation of Black Americans in their building. Now, they were going after the Venezuelan gangs there, but I do want to make it clear that I'm not for Black people being detained. I'm not for no elderlies getting held up and having to sit on the side of the damn road being detained with zip ties and children being separated, even if it's just temporarily, even if it's just for an hour, 2 hours, even if they get to go back home. I'm not with that. I ain't fucking with that. Okay. Any interactions with the police from Black Americans, I just believe in the least amount of interactions. If we can avoid any and all interactions with them, that's what I would choose to do. Okay. So them running up in the building, even if they're not running up in it for them, I'm not fucking with. Not gonna lie, I don't like that. That can be a dangerous thing, is potentially dangerous thing as well. So yeah, not rocking with that. However, the scare tactics, the oh, well, I told you so. The Negroes is, I told y'all they was gonna come for us. I remember I reacted to Amanda Seals talking about that. I told y'all, you think they just gonna deport them? They not gonna lock y'all up, they not gonna deport y'all. That's not what's happening. Okay, just because I'm in disagreement with them running up on them Black folk and detaining them for a few hours and holding them up for a few hours, I'm not rocking with that. Does not mean I'm about to get up here and say, see, we need to go in defense because they trying to deport. There's still none of them Black people got deported. Nobody got deported. Nobody even got arrested. They were detained, but nobody went to jail. Nobody got sent outside the fucking country. So I'm like, this whole fallacy that they're trying to pretend is happening, this whole thing like, Black people are going to be the next, they're going to make us illegal citizens and then they're going to deport us. It's not happening like that. I don't know how much y'all want to, I don't know why so badly y'all want to. Well, some of y'all are tethers. Most of y'all are tethers who saying shit like that. So some of y'all just want it so y'all can feel comfortable. You know, mercy loves company. I mean, not mercy, misery loves company. So y'all scared as hell. So y'all want us to be scared as hell. But we ain't got the same reasoning. We don't got the same logic. They're not coming into our neighborhood. Let me say this. I don't like what happened, but that ain't nothing that ain't already happened. And this is the difference between FBAs and non-FBAs. They didn't already ran up in our shit before. They've already done that. We've been here. They've done that for other reasons. Did we forget about the war on drugs? They were most definitely running in our shit all the time. Damn, apartment complex. They were running up in niggas' houses. So I'm like, this is not a new experience for Black Americans. Not to say it's okay. Not to say it's justified. Not to say we want to go through it. But what I'm saying is, our perspective on it is a little different because we've been here before. Unlike some of y'all. Our perspective is different because we've been here. Unlike some of y'all. Yeah, I might not want the police to run up in my apartment complex, but I'm not afraid to go to jail. I'm not afraid to be deported. I know I'm not. I ain't got no fucking accent. I ain't got no papers. I don't even know how to speak another language. I'm not. What are you talking about? I got my paperwork. I got a social, got a birth certificate, got an ID. I'm not going no fucking where. So yeah, I might be inconvenienced for a few hours. I might be mad, and honestly, I might even be in danger, in potential danger. To be honest, that's the worst part of it because I don't trust these white supremacists that's behind these uniforms. But at the end of the day, I'm not getting sent out. I'm not scared to be fucking sent out of this country, off my land, because you can't send me nowhere. Unlike them Venezuelan people that was in the gangs infiltrating that fucking apartment complex. So it's a lot different. It's the same thing for my people were saying that out here. Oh yeah, they got the military in DC. They're gonna start deporting. Nobody got deported in DC. No Black Americans got deported in DC. I was more worried about somebody getting shot. I was more worried about somebody getting killed because these white fucking supremacists, these race soldiers out here don't know how to interact with Black people. Especially because they was grabbing something from the South. I'm like, these niggas, they might fuck around and kill somebody up because they don't know how, they racist asses don't know how to tolerate no Black man with a voice. Especially if they ain't been around with none. Hell to the nah. That was my main concern. Not niggas getting deported. Nobody got deported. All of that talk for all the weeks that the ICE was down here, nobody got deported. Everyone's still very much here. Even if your ass in jail, you're still here. So that's the narrative I hate that people are running with. I'm like, y'all gotta chill. We gotta stop with the fear mongering shit. I get it. I'm not trying to have old ladies and children out here tied up either. But my nigga, we're not about to sit there and act like we're being targeted to be deported. That's not what's happening. We're not being targeted. We're always being targeted. I can't deny that. That's just the truth. Government was based on targeting us. It was built on targeting us. Let's just be real. So we're always going to be the number one targets. But let's just get the reasoning why correct, though. Because it ain't because they want us to deport us. We're the number one targets for deportation. No, they are. These non-FBAs, including the white ones, the white immigrants, those are the targets. We are not a part of that group. That's not our fight. We're not fighting to get back or to stay on no damn land. We're fighting to get what's rightfully ours on our land. Our fights are different. So, and they wouldn't be that different if these people was in their motherfucking homeland trying to do what we doing, which is get on code and rebuild their own motherfucking land. Build on their own land, honestly. But it's not the same. Okay, so I'm not going for the fear mongering bullshit. Please get up out of here. Let me get this last story in. I can do it. It's only 8:35. I say 37. 8:40. 8:40. Okay, hold up. Because I know he probably win. Hold up. Let me just do this last thing. One last thing. We get about it. Let me share this right quick. Hold up.
I'm gonna be very.
You know what? I ain't gonna even have time to do his. Let me just get right into it. Because I want to react to this, but I ain't gonna even have time. Let me go to the video. Let's get into the meat of it. Hold up. To the meat of what I'm talking about. Hold up. Is this it? Yeah, this is it.
Hegsworth banning beards from the military is actually really racist, and I'm going to tell you why. Because African Americans tend to have much thicker hair and much thicker hair follicles, and people who have that health condition that causes like a lot of pain and a lot of other issues with the skin when you shave end up usually actually having a medical reason for needing to keep their beard. So going no beard actually attacks the Black population in our military, and also it attacks people whose religions tie their beard into, you know, their belief system, like Jewish people, Muslims, and people who practice and are Sikh. So yeah, this is an essential attack on the Black and brown and minority communities in the Army, and it's really fucked up.
Yeah. So that's essentially what that first brother was saying too. But he also brought in baby hairs because apparently baby hairs is in this as well. Let me pull up the article right quick. Apparently they banned not only just beards, but they also banned baby hairs, EGREGIOUS. So we know baby hairs is for sure. Ain't nobody else rocking it. Anybody else who's doing it is only doing it because we are. So that's really a target towards us for sure. But let me read this article because yeah, they did ban beards. It's egregious. Outrage everything in between, and I definitely agree with that woman because it's racist as fuck. Let me get into it. Hold up. Let me see. Let me just read about what's happening though. Hagstead has said no beards will limit religious and medical waivers. In his hour-long address on Tuesday to the United States military leaders, including general officers, admirals, and senior enlisted personnel, Secretary of Defense Pete Hagstead made clear that he expected to see nearly everyone serving in uniform clean shaven. Today, in my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over. No more beardos. Beardos? What the hell? Like weirdos? Beardos? Is that an offensive term? I don't know. The age of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done. Hagstead has been critical of the religious waivers and doubled down on the sentiment telling the hundreds of senior officials we don't have a military full of Nordic pagans, but unfortunately we have leaders who either refuse to call BS and enforce standards or leaders who felt that way they were not allowed to enforce standards. Both are unacceptable. Okay, so that's all of it today. Honestly, we can leave it right there. So yeah, egregious outrage, everything between. But here's the thing. Now that woman in the video mentioned like Muslims and certain religious groups having beards. True, but black people specifically. Let me say this: black men. And I seen a video. Oh, it just broke my heart. Poor baby. I should have sent that video to myself. A brother who had to shave his beard. Oh, poor baby. He had to shave his beard, and this brother light skinned too. God, feel bad for him. Brother had to shave his beard off. When I tell you it was Bump City, yeah, it was Bump City. It was red. It was ingrown town. It was going down and ingrown town. Them shits was, it was bad. It looked terrible. In my heart, I'm like, damn, poor baby, you really got to go out like that. That's egregious. I could imagine you probably look so much better with the beard. So this kind of directly, not even kind of, it directly targets black men. Like specifically because the way black people's hair grows, our hair coils and curls and zigzags, and it doesn't just go straight out like white people. We tend to get ingrowns a lot more. Okay, it's much easier for us to get ingrowns, even women. It's a lot just in general for black people. It's easier for us to get ingrowns because our hair kind of curves under, right? As it's growing, it curves, so it's easier for it to just curve under your skin and grow under it. And especially for brothers, okay? We're not talking about women who do skincare. We know we got the little tweezers. We got remedies. We got creams we buy. We got stuff. We look into stuff like that because, even if it's not on our face, it might be a different part of our body where we like that. So it's not the same. This is directly targeting brothers. And it's not even, for some brothers, it's not even about the way you shave or the way the technique or what you use or da-da-da-da. Some brothers just got sensitive skin. I mean, honestly, that's what the lady was saying inside the video too. Some some people, like they just can't have, like it just irritates their skin not to let their hair grow out. And she was saying, I think she was saying it for some certain medical reasons. I guess if it's that bad, then they were being an excuse for you. But I'm just like, I feel like the brothers, even if it's shaving down, even if you can't have a beard that's super long or that's crazy, but you can still have like your shadow or still have like a low cut beard. That would be more fair. But to say that they gotta go, why the fuck do they gotta be bald? I get everybody's supposed to be in uniform, so it look like you're in unison. It's a military, but I'm not feeling like the facial hair shouldn't matter that much. As long as it's trimmed, it looks in order. It really shouldn't be a requirement, to be honest. So yeah, that feels like it's targeting black men specifically. But honestly, is that a bad thing? Because I'm not always been in that punk ass military no way. So hey, I'm just saying. So brothers gotta step out because of that. Hopefully it's a wake up call. Like, man, them people was never for you. Them people never really wanted you fighting for them no way. Honestly, they wanted you to die for them. They ain't got a problem to die for them. You can die for them all you want, but to fight for them, them people don't want you fighting for you, man. Fighting for you, man. Hell to the nah. They just want your ass dead, whether it's them or the other people to do it. They just want your ass dead and them to benefit from it. That's it. All right. So no, I'm not for our people. Although I'm grateful. I don't, I've changed. I've had an evolution of perspective on that, to be honest. I used to be like, y'all niggas is okay. We're not gonna go there. But I am grateful for the brothers and sisters that do choose to serve because that is still it's a benefit for even me. Okay, it's a benefit for all Americans. So I can't, what I'm saying, I don't be even going on the military brothers and sisters like that. To be honest. But if y'all want to get up out of there, hey, because we need our own military anyway. So if y'all want to get up out of there because them niggas is tripping, I'm with that. I'm behind y'all. Shout out to the brothers. For sure. That's all right. Last thing. Oh, can I even do this? Hold up. I'm already late as fuck. It's 8:43. Let me take that for. Let me make sure this nigga ain't ready. Because sometimes he be waiting. Sometimes he be like, I'll be off it for I get off it and I'll be sitting around for 10 minutes because he not even completely ready yet. Yeah. I react to this last thing. while we wait for him to respond, let's pull it up. Okay. Now, let me see. Yeah, here we go. This is egregious. Outrageous everything between. Y'all look at this right here. Hold up. Now, I'm not going to rewind it, but essentially this brother is singing the... Damn, he was just about to tell me. Real quick. This brother is singing the national anthem. Y'all know I ain't with the national anthem. That ain't... We shouldn't be singing that bullshit. No, it ain't for us. But this brother was singing it, and instead of saying home of the brave, he said home of the gays. Really? And he got a black man, come on, with his chest out, blonde hair, saying that shit. Come on, I'm not trying to hear that. Now, the brother reacted to it is actually, I think he's like a conservative LGBTQ Negro. Let's see.
A stunt like this would have you in prison for life or at the end of your life in at least 60 countries. But in America, you get an applause, clout, and to go viral on Instagram. Don't ever tell me that we live in an oppressive, homophobic country when we have Snoop Doggy Style remixing the national anthem. Land of the free and the home of the what?
Hey, see, this is where you coon conservatives be losing me at, man. Because why the fuck are you talking about? You see how coon? Y'all just gotta make shit coonish. You could have easily said, now why would they let a black man get up there and say some shit like that? You got a black man. That's a bad look for black men. And, you know, you get up there and say, well, y'all not gonna sit up here and tell me we live in a racist country. We live in a homophobic country when you got Negroes up here singing the nigga, that's a buck breaking ritual. That's racist as fuck and within itself. What are you talking about? Like what? Literally, that's racist as hell. Honestly, the fact that you don't see that as a ritual for buck breaking is insane. They got a black man up there with his chest out and blonde fucking dreads talking about in the home of the brave, in the home of the gays. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, that's propaganda. That's racist propaganda right there. But your mind, your Negro, your sick mind as a Negro is trying to twist this and be like, oh, well, look how much white Zaddy do for us. He even let this black man get up here and disrespect his national anthem. Look at how much white Zaddy isn't racist. Negro, get the fuck out of here. Just like I am about to. I gotta get up on TikTok. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go. But I love y'all. Y'all some real ones rocking with the realest. I promise y'all I got a video for Patreon, actually. I might record that tonight, honestly, before I go to the gym. So I got a video for Patreon I want to put up as well. So y'all subscribe to the Patreon if you want that exclusive or become a member. Because I might make it for members and Patreon, that video I'm thinking about. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real ones rocking with the realest. Sorry for that we had to go fast. My bad. I'm sorry. But we come to TikTok. We live on TikTok and literally like right now. So y'all come over to TikTok. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Tune into the next one. Tune into For the Culture. Subscribe. And subscribe to Me and Amir's Twitch as well, because we're supposed to be going live tonight. I think after Afro's live. Depending on how long we get on. We'll see. But I love y'all. Follow me. Love you. Bye. Come on over to TikTok.
We do not play by our creed. You fuck with the team. Might find your West in the creek. We crossing our T's. We don't never miss a beat.